Yes, come in. Ah, Mr. Fox, thank you for meeting with me today. Please have a seat.
Sir, I'm glad you were able to meet with me today. I wanted to have a quick sit down and explain a few things before you submit your recommendations.
Please have a seat. Would you like a caffeine tablet?
Oh, no, thank you, sir.
Give you a nice lift when you really need one. So, Mr. Fox, I've been watching in on some of your more recent lectures. Really think your students take in much of what you teach, all this talk of social revolution and whatnot?
Well, I don't think they're supposed to understand it all. After all, it is a rather abstract concept. What I mean to say is that I give them the general impression it's in the syllabus, but never in the exams.
Yes, I suppose so. So, I suppose by now you've heard the news of Newick's demise. Good old Newick. He was a great asset. But I guess his soul goes marching on. Figuratively speaking, of course, not
Right.
a ghost or anything like that. So, it looks as though you are lined up to take Newick's position. I've been reviewing your file over the past week, and I must say it's quite impressive. You've really done very well here, I can see that. Senior in your department. Very good. You should have walked right into Newick's position. But you do know that it's not up to me to fill these vacancies. It's up to the board. All I can do is recommend.
Yes, of course. And I want a recommendation based on...
I know it sounds daft, but what gets a man a job these days is not merely his qualifications. It's not how many degrees one has or how good one is at whatever it is that one does. What it comes down to is family, Mr. Fox.
My family, sir.
And I don't mean whether your family was up in the world or not. I mean how much of it there is, or was.
I don't see how this applies to me.
Well, it has to do with mathematics, Mr. Fox. Not with eugenics or social status. Now, I know as well as you that this is all perfectly absurd, but society is changing and adapting, and that's just the way that it is. Now, after reviewing your file, I see that you come from a family of four. You have a sister in China, you have a brother in Springfield, Ohio. There's your brother, Derek Fox, who's homosexual, very highly placed in the government. And you, Mr. Fox, who have a wife and a child.
Not anymore. My son died in hospital this morning.
Dead? Oh. Very young, I suppose.
Yes.
Well, his being dead doesn't really alter things as far as you're concerned. One birth per family, alive or dead, it really doesn't matter. You've broken no laws. You've done nothing you theoretically shouldn't have. You're entitled to marry if you want. You can have one birth per family. But the best in our society don't. They just don't.
Somebody's got to keep the race going. There's going to be no human race left if people don't have children. And what do you mean by the best people? People like my brother Derek, the power-hungry little Nancy, literally crawling his way up the ladder?
Calm down, Mr. Fox, before you say something you will regret. And don't use the term Nancy. It's contemptuous. Homos, remember, practically run this country, and for that matter, all of the English-speaking world. My uncle, the High Commissioner, he's a homo. Very nearly a homo myself once. But let's not get emotional. Sit down. Now, as you know, breeding is best left to the lower classes. You and I are supposed to be above that sort of thing. One birth per family. That's the rule, and it's a rule for a reason. The lower classes don't follow it. Quite simply, the race is in no danger of dying, quite the opposite, in fact.
The race.
And your father and mother broke this rule repeatedly. 4 children. None of this is forgotten, Mr. Fox. The sins of the father, as they used to say.
If it's not too much to ask, might I inquire who will be filling the vacant position?
There are plenty of young men coming up these days, men with the right ideas. Let's take a look at some of the candidates. See, we've got Wiltshire. He's a homo. There's Carlson. He's unmarried. No children. Ewing. It's a big-time homo. Thompson even went so far as to castrate himself. He's a very fine candidate indeed.
I see. Well, thank you, sir.
But I don't want to lose you, Mr. Fox. Things are rather tricky these days. Just don't muddle about and become irresponsible like the lower classes. And I say to you in confidence, watch your step and watch your wife. Don't have any more children.